Hey everyone, welcome back here again. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about like DSA, and after that we will solve a problem. So let's start. So first, uh, I just want desperately to talk like how to solve a problem, how to approach a problem. So based on my experience, I've done some questions, and I'm going to talk about like how to approach and how to think about if you're a beginner, if you are a person who have done some questions on DSA, and even these points I'm going to discuss about are relevant for me also. So the first thing is as a beginner, like just try to understand the problem statement. So I first usually just divide the statement into three category. Like first one is the description, and the second thing which is the mm, examples cases, and the third thing is the constraint. So first understand the description, what the problem is asking for, and don't just jump into the coding, because I've seen many beginners. Even I was a beginner at that time, so I was like, this is the problem. I read one or two times, and I don't feel like the I understood everything about the problem. But and I start to make the problem, and if I was not able to do the problem, so just copy and paste before that. So yes, I submitted it, but it was not, I think, not a good practice, and I'm very honestly I'm saying that, because many people, beginners you will definitely know, you have saw like they just increase the number, and they just want to show off. But even I was like that, just copy and paste that and just do the question that is submitted. But seriously, I'm telling you, because after solving 100 questions, so yeah, it's not like, earlier I know about that this is not something like I can do for long lasting, and it will help me. It's not like that. So earlier I realized like it's not. I was just comparing 10 to 15 question. I was like, yeah, it's not the way I'm doing, because I'm not getting anything kind of value, you know. And then I knew about that, and then I started to learn, understand about that. I know like DSO is hard, so I understand the problem statement. I search about the videos, like how to optimize, how to understand, how to read the problem and the patterns a lot. So in this whole journey, if I'm summarizing, so understand the problem first, and then don't chase the numbers, because at the end, if you don't know the concept, that you are not going to solve a new problem you see, because don't stick any kind of structure. If you, because for the you will you know learn about multiple techniques, and data structure. So don't stick the structure you have read, and be flexible. If you know the technique, okay, understand that, and based on problem, try to apply this kind of uh, any technique, apply that. So yeah, and third point is just start when you try to start the problem, when you feel the problem, and try to understand how can I write down the brute force approach. First, the naive solution is the best solution for you. Don't think about optimization, time complexity. Just think about how can I approach this problem, and how can I write code, in the code section of Leetcode. So as for that, you have only the basic idea of the basic programming, and based on that, you just try to solve the problem in the brute force approach. Don't think about for example, if you wanna search like maximum number in an array. So the simplest thing you can do is just uh, iterate all the elements and track the max. It's simple. Okay. Yeah, and you can optimize this, but this is the simple approach to solve a problem. So first thing, you have to read the description, and then example cases, understand, and then constraint. You mean, and the second thing is, don't chase the numbers. Try to understand the concept which is used in the question. And the third thing is, like, just apply brute force approach to solve the problem. And the fourth one is, if you just make your notes is regarding every question. Like you are solving a problem, which is use some kind of concept you don't know about that. You know, just and you just spend some time. You don't know the solution, you search about that, and after that you have submitted the question. Okay, that's the thing. But after that, just make notes, which the kind of concept which is used the question. It's very very important, because after 2 or 5 days, if you revise your notebook, then you will definitely find the concept again. So it's kind of revisiting habit you can build by having the notes. Okay, so these are some basic points you have to keep in your mind while solving a basic problem. It's my own experience. Even I'm learning, and my learning is ongoing. and everyone do mistakes, like, so. But the thing is, learn like how to avoid the mistakes. Okay, so let's get our today's uh, question. So let's get into. So this is the first question we want to solve, like merge sorted array. Let's do that. This is the problem. I've already solved that. So let's try again, because this is in top interview 150 question on Leetcode. So let's try again that. Okay, this is the question. So the approach I have talked about, how to solve a problem. So let's apply. So this is the question of merge sorted array. So this is the description part, and this is you know example cases, which help to understand the description of the about the question, and there is a constraint. Okay, so let's understand the description. So first, let's read it. So you are given two integers, arrays num1 and num2, sorted in non-decreasing order. Okay, so this, like, we have two array nums1, nums1, and two, uh, which is sorted in ascending order. Okay, and two integers m and n representing the number of elements in nums1 and nums2 respectively. So m representing the number which is in nums1, and n is representing the number which is in nums2. Okay, and so this is the description first part, and let's move further. So merge nums1 and nums2 into a single array sorted in non-decreasing order. So into a single array sorted in non-decreasing order. The final sorted array should not be returned by the function. So understand here, try to understand that. So it's saying, like, we have to merge and sort the array, not in a new array, but we have to sort the array in an existing array. So it's kind of in place manner of sorting and merging kind of question. So we don't need to create a new array and merging and storing the both of array, but we have to create, even we don't have to create any new array. We just merge and sort in existing array. So further, the final sorted array should not be returned by the function, okay, but instead be sorted inside the array nums1. Okay, we have to store, and we have to just complete the problem solutions into nums1. Everything we will do surrounded by nums1. To accommodate that, this nums1 has a length of n plus n, which is obvious. That the first n element denote the elements that should be merged, and the last n element are set to 0 and should be ignored. Nums2 has a length of n. Okay, so we understand about that. Let's understand. So I have created this, okay, which is helpful. So first, the question is saying, like, this is nums1 and have three elements. This is num2, which has three elements. Okay, and we have write it down. Now let's understand the example cases. So it's nums1, which is contains 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, and m, which is representing the number in nums1, and nums2 is 2, 5, 6, and n is equal to 3, which is representing the number which is 3. And output is something like the combination of n1 and n2 in a sorted order. So this is the output. Okay, and here's the same thing, you can read about that. Okay, and this is the same. Okay, and let's discuss now constraints. So length is equal to, like, is equal to n plus n. Means the 2 dot length is equal to n. You already know about that. 0 less than equal to n, and n less than equal to 100. Okay, this is the description and the follow. Can you come up with an algorithm that runs in O n plus n time? This is the time complexity we have to keep in mind. Okay, so let's understand this question and try to solve. So this is something like, here we have nums1, nums2, and n is representing the number, and here n is the same. Okay, so what does it mean, like, in place? In place is something which you have don't create a new array, but you have to do all the uh, operation in existing array. So in this, according to the question, we have nums1, we have to do all the things in a nums1. Okay, so let's first discuss about, we have understand the description, we have understand the, we have understood about the example cases. constraints, and the follow like complexity like which is O n plus n. Okay, so this is the first part we have done, and we have understand the problem. And now try to first think about the naive approach, the brute force approach. So I have wrote it down. So the brute force approach is simple, like copy all elements from nums1 and nums2 into a new array, which is a merger array. Okay, so this is very simple. Like you have two array nums1 and nums2. So just create a new array and make a two for separate for loop and put it into the new ones and sort the merge array using a sort algorithm, which is array dot sort, and the merge array which is contain like the element of nums1 and nums2, just sort it, and after that copy the sorted elements back into nums1 if required. So you can, after that you can do that. So this is the brute force approach, and the complexity of the brute force you can easily know about. It's a kind of, let's understand about that. So uh, O n plus n. Okay, and taking time log n plus n. So this is the time complexity of this brute force algorithm, because it's two separate array which will take like n plus m, and for sorting the new array, the length of the array will be like n plus n. So the sorting will take log n plus n. Okay, this is the thing. So this is the brute force approach we can use, but it's because we have to do this in like O of n plus m complexity, but this is not which is asked. So now let's discuss about how to solve in place this question. So first, let's understand uh, like the point we're going to make this algorithm. So first thing, start from the last element of both arrays. So what can we do? Like, so hi, yeah, here is a question you can ask, like why not just starting from the start of an array? Okay, so here, if I start to make an operation from the starting of an array like nums1, so after operation completion, so there will be a overridden element here. Okay, you understanding? So it is better to start from the last, because this is like we have to make changes in existing array which is nums1. If we change the the original element, then how can we perform the rest of the operations? So for preventing that and avoiding the mistake, so we will start from the last of the arrays. So for that, just take three elements like I, j, and k. Okay, and k just for the final nums1, which will get. Okay, and the second step is compare elements from the end. So first is create them. Okay, so I will track nums1, and j will track nums2, and k is for the final nums1. Okay, and the second step is compare elements from the end. So start compare from, because we have to merge both array into a sorted array. Okay, so for that we have to compare. So this is the basic condition, like in nums1 greater than equal to nums2j, place nums1 I, and you can read that. And the third thing is, third step is continue until one array is existed. Once in a time, while everything is like I and j is running, so there will be a time where one array will be exhausted. So before, for that, we have to make another loop, to just avoiding that kind of mistakes. So if nums2 still has an element left, copy them into nums1. So this is the simple three step to make this question solve in place order. Okay, so I will more explanation like you understand. So there are two, like any nums1, nums2 is like this is an example you can understand better. So this is the whole array. This is the nums2, and this is a nums1, like how it is changing based on the condition. So like I is here, j is here. So I, why is I is here, like why, I is m minus k1, so m is equal to 3, so m minus 1 is equal to 2, so is here, j is here. Okay, and we will make a comparison as we understand in the this section. So this is the original array, this is the original nums2 array. So what actually k, so k is right now m plus n minus k1, so which is 3 plus 3 6 minus 1 is equal to 5, so k is 5. And we will make a comparison based on I and j. So I determine like 6, j is equal to 5, 6 greater than 5, place 6 at nums. So we will, let's do it. uh, let's do it here. Okay, so first thing is let's create uh, these variables like I, j, k, and then and okay, we have done that. And after that, the second thing is compare element from the n. So let's start. Let's compare. Okay, so why make a while loop is for repeating work. So j should greater than equal to 0, and I should greater than equal to 0 also. Okay, and here make a condition like if nums uh, j, then nums k equal to nums I, and make it minus minus, and in else j. So this is nothing you already discussed about. Okay, we make a while loop again. If something is remain in one of the array, then this is for that. It's kind of as cases, j 0. So we will write also like that. Okay, let's try to run it. Accepted, and just make it submit. Let's take it down. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, it's done. Okay, so this is the first question of top interview 150 questions. So we have done today, and yeah, so just see you in our next video.